Hey guys, welcome back to the final installment of the Swabian series. We're on video number 4 of 4. This is ULMX, Universal Language Media Exchange. If you haven't seen the other 3 videos, we already talked about different pronunciations of letter combinations, different conjugations, and some different vocabulary and tendencies in the grammar. In this video, we're going to be talking about a few really common words that might sound totally different to you. So it's important stuff. Like, these are really common words. The first word is das. And instead of hearing das, you might hear this. It's just shorter. It's easier to do inside your throat, mouth, tongue, whatever. And it's harder to hear if you're not used to it. This. Instead of das. It's really just shorter. And that's all there is to it. The next really common word is ich. Instead of hearing ich, I. It's shorter. And if you didn't know what that meant, you might be confused. You might be wondering, who are we talking about here? I is ich. So if you've seen the other videos, you know that the EI letter combination is pronounced oi. And if you put all these different differences together, you might have a big shift to the point where you just don't know what they said. So instead of hearing ich weiß, or instead of hearing das weiß ich nicht, you might hear das weiß ich nicht. Das weiß ich nicht. And it's a lot shorter, actually. Like, the number of movements is like 3 in your mouth instead of like 8. Das weiß ich nicht. Das weiß ich nicht. Das weiß ich nicht. It's a little easier. It's natural. In Massachusetts, instead of saying Martha's Vineyard, it's a pain to say it like that. You say Martha's Vineyard. So this movement is just made easier for the user. It's all about user experience, you know, just like the ULMX app available in the App Store. Thanks for the plug. For those of you guys who don't know, ULMX is a software for learning to speak. Well, improving your speech. You already know the language. You've studied for hours upon hours in the classroom. And ULMX is trying to get it really activated in your body, in your mouth, actually using it. It activates, it creates a connection between the physical, the real muscles, and your brain, and you actually just crush it when you speak. Probably just blew out the microphone. So what a sneeze. Alright, the next word, which is really common, is Sie. S-I-E. Instead of hearing Z or C, you might hear Z, sa. 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 Sa is C. It's just easier. If you think about it, like, I'm on the way to get to that IE in my mouth, and I just decide, nah, I'm just gonna stop here. That's where it comes out. Sa. Si. Sa. Just let it out early, and it's sa. So, ob sie gegangen sind could be if they've already left. Have they already went? Ob sie gegangen sind. It's quite a big difference. If you don't know what gange means, we talked about that in a previous video in this 4-video series. Gange is pretty commonly used instead of gehen or gegangen. So the next one is ihn. Instead of hearing ihn, you might just hear in. Ich hab ihn gesehen. Ich hab ihn gesehen. Yeah, I'm not very good at it, but it's all about understanding, you know? Just keep your ears out for it. Another thing you might notice is noch is often just no. Instead of the ending with the full CH, noch, it's just no. No. All these little differences, when in context of a conversation, could could mean that you don't understand much, but when you do break them down like this, it's pretty manageable. It's definitely understandable, just a little bit easier for the user. This is probably one of my favorite ones, and I remember learning it was groundbreaking for me, earth-shattering even, tremendous. Ma. Instead of via, you might hear ma. And at first, it was just crazy. I had no idea what that was all about. Actually, I only learned about it by accident because as a surveyor, we do these things called nivellement. And it's actually a French word. So it has this weird mont ending. And I was telling my wife, like, yeah, it's called nivellement, level loop. And she's like, I don't think you're understanding them right. Are you sure you're not hearing ma? Ma is Swabian for via. And I was like, what? Why didn't you tell me that? Really? This whole time? Ma? It often comes after the verb. So if you say haben wir, you might actually say habma. In fact, I've heard that on Tour de France. So it's probably not just Swabian. It's just actually a lot easier. And it seems so dissimilar when you compare it like this. Via, ma. Via, ma. But if you go through the motion of saying that en ending and then saying via, haben wir, haben wir, haben wir, haben wir, haben wir, haben wir, hama, hama, hama. It's a pretty logical progression. So one of my favorite things to say is schauen wir mal. Because you say schauen wir mal, but the ma sounds a lot like mal, because schauen wir mal. So, ma, 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 ma. Or hammer, then hammer. It's a good one, right? Have we the hammer? Hammer, then hammer. The very last one I learned on the market, trying to buy some bananas. This person was asking for 15 euros, but I just couldn't understand him. And it sounded like he was saying 15, 15. And I was like, what does he mean? Like, it's definitely not fünf. So what else starts with a f sound? And I was like, 14? 14? And he's like, 15, 15. I was like, sorry, what? He's like, yeah, fine. Yeah, he wanted 15. Fuf is Swabian for 5. Hey, well, got €1 off. Got the box of bananas a little bit cheaper. Oh well. Probably could never use that tactic again, pretending not to understand. I don't know, the sun's going behind the roof. Alright, so that's it for this video. Hope you guys liked it. These are some really common words which are pronounced really differently. They're short words though, so it's not like it's that drastic of a difference. You'll come to terms with it. If you need to watch this video again, definitely do it. Like, this is great base knowledge where it will help you to learn faster in the future too. Alright, thanks for checking in. This is ULMX, Universal Language Media Exchange. See you in the next video. Maybe next time we can talk about the Boston accent, the Boston dialect, Martha's Vineyard, and whatever.